What is a death cafe? At a death cafe, people, often strangers, gather to eat cake, drink tea, and discuss death. Our objective is to increase awareness of death, with a view to helping people make the most of their finite lives. A death cafe is a group-directed discussion of death with no agenda, objectives, or themes. It is a discussion group rather than a grief support or counseling session. Our death cafes are always offered on a not-for-profit basis, in an accessible, respectful, and confidential space, with no intention of leading people to any conclusion, product, or course of action, alongside refreshing drinks and nourishing food and cake. Death Cafe is a social franchise. This means that people who sign up to our guide and principles can use the name Death Cafe, post events to this website, and talk to the press as an affiliate of Death Cafe. Death cafes have spread quickly across Europe, North America, and Australasia. As of today, we have offered 18,162 death cafes in 89 countries since September 2011. If 10 people came to each one, that would be 181,620 participants. We've established both that there are people who are keen to talk about death and that many are passionate enough to organize their own death cafe. The Death Cafe model was developed by John Underwood and Sue Barsky-Reed, based on the ideas of Bernard Cretas. Death Cafe has no staff. It was run on a voluntary basis by John Underwood in Hackney, East London until June 2017. John died suddenly on the 27th of June 2017, and Death Cafe is now run by Susan Barsky-Reed, John's mother, and his sister Jules Barsky. Also, Lizzie Miles, who ran the first Death Cafe in the U.S., and Megan Mooney, who runs the Death Cafe Facebook page, have played a significant role in Death Cafe's development. We remain energized by the amazing quality of the dialogue at our events, and are overwhelmed by the interest we have received. People often ask why we're doing this. Everyone has their own reasons for getting involved in Death Cafe. In 2010, John Underwood decided to develop a series of projects about death, one of which was to focus on talking about death. In November, John read about the work of Bernard Cretas in the Independent newspaper. Inspired by Bernard's work, John immediately decided to use similar model for his own project, and Death Cafe was born. The first Death Cafe in the UK was offered in John's house in Hackney, East London, in September 2011. It was facilitated by psychotherapist Sue Barsky-Reed, John's mom. It was a wonderful occasion. We went on to offer death cafes in a range of places, including funky cafes, people's houses, cemeteries, a yurt, and the Royal Festival Hall. John and Sue Barsky-Reed produced a guide to running your own death cafe, based around the methodology Sue developed. This was published in February 2012, and first person to pick it up outside of the UK was Lizzie Miles in Columbus, Ohio. Subsequently, hundreds of people have worked with us to provide death cafes across the globe, including me.